All right, welcome back, everyone, with another great episode of the first inning. And we are back live, and we got some topics to talk about. And yeah, please smash that like button. It means a lot. Lets me know you care. And also comment below because the conversation continues even though the video is still playing. So, we got some news at the ending of week 3 of spring training camp here in MLB Baseball 2023 as of this recording. Now, before we get into training camp, spring training, I want to talk about this crazy game that happened with Canada and Mexico. Right? And for some strange reason, Canada was talking, Mexico was talking smack through the game. I'm just gonna just show you pictures of it. Let me see here. Those are the standings as of right now in World Baseball Classic in Pool D. So, and this is important too because it talks about United States as well. And the United States already has one loss, which is unbelievable. So if they lose again, they're out of the tournament. So, United States cannot lose another game, period. So they have to win. So, in this game here, it got a little crazy. They got some hits. Check out this. Jose Gonzalez. Remember that guy? That's an old timer. And let me see. What is this here? Three-team tiebreaker formula. I don't even know what that means, but let's continue. But I want to get to the fight, though. Now, for some reason, in the top of the ninth inning, right, Mexico is losing to Canada 9-3, right, and they give a warning, right, and now he comes. He threw at him twice, and now he hits him in the back, which is wild, right? So he threw at him twice already, and then he hits him for a third time. He actually hits him this time, though. So now it goes into a crazy fight. Which is wild. And that's what it turns into. A giant melee and brawl. And these guys were actually throwing some actual real punches. It's wild, man. I don't know if they have the replay on this, but you definitely gotta check this one out. Look at this guy here. Watch this one. Let me see if I can play this real quick. Check this out. Whoa! And almost kicks him. Ain't that wild? That's wild. And, they get into some more scuffles, stuff like that, guys were throwing punches in there. Like, throwing some punches. At the ending of this melee that happens here, right? The teams are breaking up apart, right? One of the fans throws a water bottle at the team. Let me see if I can find it here. Let me see if I can find the water bottle hitting him. But that was a wild fight. Well, anyway, let me just see if I could just play it. See if they show it. There it goes. Ain't that messed up? I mean, it's totally wrong, man. Let's see it one more time. Boom! Hit the dude right in the head. Then they point at these Mexicans that are sitting in the front row. And the melee starts again, and then it ends. These are these guys that they were pointing at right here that threw the water bottle. It's wild, man. It's wild. So it's getting crazy over there at the World Baseball Classic. So it's good baseball. I mean, Shohei Ohtani put on a show the other day, which was wild. I can't. Wow, man. Shohei Ohtani is a super duper pitcher, man, and he even forgot that in the World Baseball Classic they don't check the glove for unknown substances. So the pitchers should be using that sticky stuff if they need it. I would. So let's get into some Yankee news and let's find ourselves a seat in Yankee Stadium to sit down and talk about it. How about that? And let's get into the mix. The Yankees have been playing very well, and I think we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go behind Yankee dugout today. Expand that view. Yankee dugout today. That's where we at. All right. So here's the funny part. Let's get into Harrison Bader, right? And this is the funny part about Harrison Bader. Now, the Yankees added Harrison Bader in a surprising deadline deal, right, last summer. And they sent starter Jordan Montgomery to the Cardinals for their new center fielder. But Harrison Bader was on the injury list due to plantar fasciitis in his right foot at the time and didn't make the team debut until late September, the final homestand of the Yankee season in September. And Harrison Bader only appeared in 14 regular season games in New York and struggled. And not surprising for a player who had only 6 Double-A outings to get back to a game speed and missed 3-month layoff. He picked things up in the postseason, connecting on 5 home runs in only 35 plate appearances to help the Yankees to American League Championship Series. Now, while he's still relatively new to the organization, the Bronx native indicated he'll be happy to discuss a potential long-term pact in the absence of an extension. He'd hit the open market for the first time in this career next winter. Now he'll do so with young youth mostly on his side, and he'll be headed into the age of 30 next season of 2024. Now, to that, reports say that the Yankees have yet to discuss contract terms with Harrison Bader. Representatives of Vaynor Sports, that's what they say, and that's not surprising considering his lack of experience in pinstripes. Though the Yankees clearly felt strongly enough about Bader to part with a member of their MLB rotation to bring him in last summer. So he set for regular work at center field during the upcoming season with Aaron Judge flanking him on the corner outfield spot. He could play left, he could play right. Aaron Judge, and the other corner position more of a flux with players like Aaron Hicks, Oswald Cabrera, Giancarlo Stanton, and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa in the mix. Which I wouldn't even put Isaiah Kiner-Falefa in the outfield. Period. Now, when Harrison Bader is healthy, he has shown the makings of an above average center fielder. He played consistently excellent defense throughout his time in St. Louis and a little bit more than 3,500 career innings at that position. He was rated as 38 runs better than average by measure of defense runs saved and 45 runs above per according to StatCast. Now, Bader draws strong marks from StatCast for all the defensive tools with plus grades for his speed, arm strength, and reactions off the bat. He's secured the National League's Gold Glove Award in 2021 after posting a plus 15 DRS in 886 innings played. So you know, I mean, there's little question about Harrison Bader, and his offensive productivity has been more hit or miss. In his career, he's a 245, 317, 405 hitter in 1,764 plate appearances. That's just shy of league average work. Bader seemed to take a step forward at the plate in 2020, combining for a 258, 327, 457 mark with 20 home runs across 526 plate appearances between 2020 and 2021. Now, his power production took a step back last year as he managed only 5 round trippers and 18 extra bases in 86 regular season games last year. 26% hard contact percentage was easily the worst of his career. So that's a synopsis of Harrison Bader. So it's possible playing through pain in his foot slapped his ability to drive the ball early in the season. Bader's power returned in his brief playoff run. He also made contact on a personal best 79% on his swings last year and struck out in a fewer than 20% of his plate appearances for the first time in his career. If Bader can pair those improved contact skills with those above power as shown at times, he could easily be the quality hitter. Now, matching that kind of offense with an elite defense and quality base running would make him one of the sport's most valuable all-around players on a rate basis. With Bader yet to put something together for a full season, that's a large part due to health. He he reached 100 games in a season 3 times, but never topped the 140 game mark or tallied even 450 trips to the plate. In addition to last year's appendicitis, Harrison Bader has missed time due to a hairline fracture in his rib and right hamstring strain at the big league level. Now let's talk about this new injury that Harrison Bader has. Now, Yankees outfielder Harrison Bader has been diagnosed with strained left oblique. Aaron Boone says that there is no timetable for his return just yet, but Bader is likely to begin the season on the injured list. And that's something that we didn't want. Now, it's yet another injury blow to the Yankees. Now, that has been the best by health troubles in spring. Now, the Yankees announced just yesterday that all three of Carlos Rendon, Luz Trevino, and Tommy Kahnle will open the season on the injured list. Right-hander Frankie Montas, meanwhile, underwent shoulder surgery earlier in spring training and is expected to miss the majority of 2023. Yeah, you can forget about him. So Harrison Bader's injury leaves the Yankees without true center fielder. Though both Aaron Hicks and Aaron Judge are ample experience at the position, Judge is the preferred option in center field. Last year's prior to Bader's acquisition and uh, and sure, never mind. Anyway, the injury will also likely lead to more outfield time for Giancarlo Stanton, which has already been undergo in discussion. So, utility man Oswald Cabrera, who's been playing, has been playing in left field, figures to see an uptick of action in the corners as well. Further down the depth chart, Bader's absence could lead to increased looks for the former top prospect Ivan Florial for perhaps a non-roster invitee Rafael Ortega or Willie Calhoun. Ortega is particularly capable at center field. So it's tough. It's a tough start to the year for Harrison Bader, whose hope for a healthier 2023 season after a lengthy bout with plantar fasciitis limited him to only 86 games in 2022. The Yankees acquired Bader even while he was on the injury list, sending lefty Jordan Montgomery to the Cardinals, while an eye toward the postseason and toward the 2023 season. Bader struggled through 49 plate appearances down the stretch after being activated in September. So, with 5 home runs and just 35 plate appearances. So, you know, at Bader's best, he's 28 years old. He's flat out elite defender in the center field with above average hitting. And his offensive profile has changed over the years and has high walk and strikeout tendencies, even giving way to more balls to play, but fewer walks, and in 2022, less power. So, I mean, he's kind of declining too. So, in a way too. So, the Yankees are talking about giving this guy an extension and stuff like that. So, I don't even see that even happening. I don't even think the Yankees will even give this guy an extension at all. So, you can just forget about that. Period. Now, the Yankees need Harrison Bader to be fully healthy because that makes. I mean, in reality, here's the reality of it is Harrison Bader has only played in a few games. So we really don't know how well we don't really know how well he's going to actually play throughout the whole season. I mean, he could have been a total bomb. I mean, he could have started center field and became the next Joey Gallo. And nobody wants to be Joey Gallo. So, I mean, we need somebody who can hit, period. I mean, Judge is going to have to take over center field again. And Judge was the MVP at center field. So, he can do that part. And they could just have Oswald Cabrera play left and Aaron Hicks play left. And he could play right as well. And, they could switch him out in right field. So, I mean, it's possible that they can get through the season without him. But, it would be nice to have him too. With the starting rotation now, with Frankie Montas out and Rendon out, now that was our number 1, 2, and 3, spot, and now the Yankee starting rotation is just weak at this point in time. So they're gonna have to. The Yankee bats are gonna have to wake up. And right now, they're already having conversations behind closed doors at Yankee training camp where general manager Brian Cashman and manager Aaron Boone having difficult discussions on the horizon. Now the spring now they have to cut the spring roster from 69 players to 26, and that is no simple task, made indefinitely more difficult in a good way as the club's top prospects continue to impress. Now here's the rundown where the Yankees have where the Yankees have the three most important position battles. And as of right now, you have the position of shortstop, and that's between Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, Oswald Peraza, and Anthony Volpe. Okay, so that's going to continue throughout the spring. We don't know who's going to make it there. Now, because of Harrison Bader out, you have the battle for left field and right field, right? And that's going to be between Oswald Cabrera, Estevan Florial, and Aaron Hicks. Now, Cashman believes Aaron Hicks will break camp as the starting left fielder, and the switch hitter says he is a much better place than he was last year, mentally and physically. So, he's trying to get back in the game. So there you already have it. They're gonna have Aaron Hicks out there. Cabrera, he's gonna be the backup, you know, and probably playing right field too. And the next battle is in the pitching rotation. Is Domingo Germán and Clark Schmidt. They got a battle for a roster spot, and I don't know if they're gonna handle it or they're gonna do or what they're gonna do. But at this point in time, they will be starting in the opening day lineup. So these guys are gonna have to get it together at one point in time. So they're gonna have to play their best. And let me tell you, with the loss of Rendon and Frankie Montas, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a long season, man, because Garrett Cole and Nestor Cortez can't win every single game. So the Yankees are gonna have to win with the baseball bat. Period. They're gonna have to come out swinging. If the Yankees don't hit and start blasting home runs, the Yankees ain't gonna win anything. So it's time for them to do it. So those are your three battles right now. You got the left field battle between Aaron Hicks, Oswald Cabrera, and Giancarlo Stanton. And who else is it out there? And you got the battle for shortstop with Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, Oswald Peraza, and Anthony Volpe. And also you have your starting five. Tired. With your pitching rotation, Domingo Germán and Clark Schmidt in the mix. With Luis Severino, Nestor Cortez, and Garrett Cole in the mix. So it's gonna be an interesting battle to see what happens for those 4 and 5 spots. I don't know if they could find another guy or bring another guy in, but it's gonna be tough to do. But for now, I mean, the Yankees can get away with it at this point in time, but they're going to have to pitch their butts off. And I don't know if the starting rotation can last the whole season. I don't know if Clark Schmidt can last the whole season. Can Domingo Germán last the whole season? We're going to have to really find out and see what happens. You know? But it's Friday. We got a snowstorm coming. Smash that like button for me. And I'm going to go eat my dinner now and go watch some World Baseball Classic. So check that out. Hopefully USA can get another win. They're gonna have to win tomorrow and get a runs. So let's see what happens. So thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I'd like you all to hit that like button. And we'll be back on Tuesday with another episode of week 4 of spring training. And we're gonna get into that. And let's see what happens. So until then, like, share, subscribe, smash that like button, comment below, and I'll see y'all on the next one. We're getting closer and closer to opening day, and I can't wait to be back in the stadium. So, so long, everybody, and see ya.